You're watching Lynxx 24, connecting you to the community.
In our top story tonight, the results of the April 5th election are in, and Tomah and New Lisbon are looking at a mayoral changing of the guard. Plus, New Lisbon voters brought home a win for their school district. Welcome, everyone, to your hometown news on Lynxx 24. I'm April Frelke.
And I'm Nick Kaufman. I want to welcome our live YouTube viewers to the show. And now that you're here, we want to hear from you again. What's your feedback on the election results from Tuesday? Post a comment on YouTube or our Lynxx 24 Facebook page, and we'll read some of your thoughts at the end of the Connect 24 segment, April to You.
All right, Nick. Well, the Connect 24 is brought to you by Rudig Jensen in New Lisbon. Wisconsin voters headed to the polls amidst a winter snowstorm on Tuesday, April 3rd, to vote in the state's spring election. The result? For the first time in 16 years, the city of New Lisbon will have a new mayor, as Jacob Calise defeated incumbent Lloyd Chase and will be taking over the city's top office. Further to the west in Tomah, Mike Murray handedly defeated incumbent Natalie Patter in the city's mayoral race. Plus, area voters handed out good news to local school districts on Election Day. New Lisbon voters gave their district a big win when they gave the yes to both of the district's referendum questions on the ballot, approving more funding for everyday operating expenses in the district's athletic field project. Further down the road, Neceda's voters also passed their school referendum.
All good news, huh?
Very good news for those school districts.
Great for the school. Always good to see. In other election news, Wisconsin voters chose Milwaukee County Judge Rebecca Dallett to serve a 10-year term on the state Supreme Court. It was the first time in 23 years that a Democrat has won open seat on Wisconsin's high court. Dallett will be the court's sixth female justice. In the Juneau County judge's race, Joanne Kloppenberg overwhelmingly won the title of Court of Appeals judge for District 4, while Stacey Smith edged out Scott Southworth to win the Juneau County Circuit Court judge seat. Okay, and?
Well, Dallett won 24 Wisconsin counties, Nick, that were carried by Donald Trump in 2016.
Of the 72 counties. Okay.
That's right. Far fewer people voted Tuesday than in the presidential election 2 years ago, but many observers say the results suggest a problem for Republicans heading into the campaign season. Governor Scott Walker and state Republicans are already sounding the alarm about a growing Democratic surge after Dallett's win. Walker warned of a blue wave come November.
Yeah. Well, what are your thoughts, viewers? We want to pose the same question to you. Do you think that Rebecca Dallett's win is really indicative of what could happen in the fall election? We want to hear your thoughts. Post your comments on your YouTube channel or Facebook page, and we'll read them at the end of the Connect 24 segment. And so there, huh? Not bad.
I'm sure people have a lot of thoughts about that.
Well, sure, absolutely. You know, these things we're supposed to be talking about this kind of stuff before, during, and after, right? Turning to local school board races in Tomah, board members Aaron Luke and Brian Hennessy were re-elected to the Tomah Board of Education. Nancy Cohen and Mark Copland will remain on the New Lisbon School Board after defeating challengers Chad Bunker and Richard Smith. And Mauston voters chose Darrell Hines and Mike Coughlin to serve on the Mauston School Board, defeating opponents Carrie Buss and Scott Grauwine. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Grauwine. Good. Very good.
Well, the New Lisbon Library will have a temporary home during the building and expansion remodel project. Starting this month, library staff are moving to their temporary home in the former Edward Jones building, located at 121 Adams Street, a 2-block hike from the current Park Street location. The temporary location will be open to community members at the end of April, but patrons should continue to use the Park Street building until further notice. And while the library is going to be relocating to the Adams Street, the summer reading program will be held in the New Lisbon School Library. The library staff is looking for volunteers of all ages to help with the move. If you're willing to lend a hand, contact the New Lisbon Library using the information on your screen. And I suppose you're going to have to carry a lot of books.
Yeah, this is a big deal. I've just been hearing about this recently because it's going to be starting pretty soon. And so, you know, if you can get your car or your station wagon or wherever over there during normal operating hours, grab some books, bring them over there. They really appreciate it. And they found out that it's going to be starting soon. I guess that was the big thing.
Yeah, well, weather permitting, right? Because it is snowing.
Yes, that's right. Let's see. So congratulations to Tomah School, Nikki Pope, on being selected as one of the 12 Herb Kohl Leadership Award winners from across the state of Wisconsin. The Leadership Award is specifically for Wisconsin principals. Nikki is the principal of Lemonweir, Camp Douglas, and Oakdale Elementary Schools. As one of the award winners, Pope also received a $6,000 grant from the Herb Kohl Educational Foundation that will go towards her schools and will be recognized at a banquet this spring. Nikki was also in the running for the title of 2018 Principal, Wisconsin Elementary Principal of the Year. So congrats, Nikki, on these honors. And thank you all for what you're doing for the young people in our viewing area.
That is a great honor.
Yeah, isn't that neat out of all those principals?
Well, if you have an educator who's impacted your life, we want to hear about them. Post a comment on our YouTube channel or Facebook page, and we'll read your thoughts in just a little bit. But we do have a comment, Nick, on our live YouTube, because we have our live YouTube streaming. And one of our viewers is asking, when do the mayors take office?
Wow, that's a good question.
That is a good question.
That's a great question, right? Well, you'd almost think it would be right away, but
it's not. I think their term ends at a certain time, maybe in the summer or the
wow.
fall.
Good question.
Good question. Maybe somebody should YouTube in the answer to that.
There you go. I like that. Maybe, yeah.
I know, I'm in the Lioness, and we start all of our turnover. We elect our officers in April, but turnover is not till July.
Right. Yeah, some kind of a fiscal year thing, right? Yeah. If we were later in the year, we would just probably say January 1st, but I think that would be too long.
Yeah, so we need to know that. So,
right.
Yeah, what's happening in sports, Nick?
Well, actually, honestly, not much has been happening on the local sports scene because of this weather. If you look at the Scenic Bluffs conference calendar, and you'll find canceled and rescheduled games and meets all across the board. So we're hoping to get back on track with our high school sports. Once the snow melts, things heat up a bit, okay? Yeah.
While we're on the topic, we do have some sports happening.
Oh,
remember, the North American Floorball Championship is coming to Tomah on Saturday, April 14th at Tomah High School. This will be the largest floorball tournament in the country, with teams traveling from all over to compete right here in Tomah. Admission is free for spectators, so make some time to stop by and cheer on our own Tomah floorball team.
Yeah, very good. I'm glad that you remember
that.
We talked it last week, and I've got it right. It's not football, it's floorball. Oh, by the way, during the last week's segment, somebody did write in, a fellow named John, and suggested on the restaurant around Target Bluff, they'd like to see a steakhouse.
Oh,
okay, a nice steakhouse. So that was a suggestion that came in from one of our viewers. So if you have a comment on that, if you're familiar with the old Target Bluff and you want to see that as a restaurant, how would you feel about a steakhouse? There you go. Okay.
That's great.
I like it. Okay. So what's next?
We want to thank those tuning into YouTube and sharing your thoughts. That's a great, keep that up. And and finally, Nick, this is our final thing. This year's Armed Forces Day celebration, country artist Joe Nichols will take the stage on May 19th, along with Shenandoah, Nora Collins, and special guests, the Pat Waters Band and Brushville. And here at Lynxx 24, we are once again giving you the opportunity to win one of 2 pairs of VIP concert tickets. You can enter by sending us the name of the Joe Nichols song we play each week between now and the beginning of May. When you hear the song, message us on Facebook, comment on YouTube, or send an email to our producer at erica@lynxx24.com. And if you answer correctly, your name will go in the drawing. So we'll choose 2 names in May to walk away with a free pair of VIP concert tickets. So let's hear that song clip. I don't know that song. Do you know that song, Nick?
No, I don't. I never know any of these songs.
Yeah, and we have a viewer comment already that says a steakhouse would be awesome.
Hey, there you go. Very good.
So 1 vote for steakhouse.
1 vote. I'm sure there's many votes, but we got 1 phone in on it. That's good. That's a good viewer. Okay.
Well, this week's Connect 24 has been brought to you by Rudig Jensen in New Lisbon in honor of National Library Week. When we come back, I'll be joined by Tomah librarian Irma Keller, who's here to fill us in on many things going on at the Tomah Library. But first, here's a look at your 5-day forecast.
Hi, this is Dave Troop from Rudig Jensen, and today I'm here to talk to you about the Business Link. This is one of our demo trucks that we have upfitted. The new 5500 Ram has a 9'2" stainless steel DTX Boss snowplow. Also has a Boss 9000 auger salt spreader. The truck is completely ready to go for all your snow removal needs. It also can be used in the summertime as a regular dump truck with removable sides, so it makes loading, unloading the back of the truck very easy.
Hi, I'm Pete Reichart. I'm President and Chief Executive Officer of Farmers and Merchants Bank in Tomah. We're really blessed to have Tomah Memorial Hospital in our community. They've been providing quality care for over 65 years. I don't think there's anybody in our community that doesn't know somebody or has gone to the hospital or been to the hospital in our community. They're a dynamic force in our community, not only for the quality of care they provide, but for the people that they serve. Tomah Memorial is dedicated to quality community care.
I'm here to demonstrate Lynxx speed, and with me I have physics teacher Doc Schreckle to check my math. Light travels at 186,000 miles per second, and the circumference of the Earth is 24,901 miles. So if you divide this into that, you get 7.46. That means that if you were to send an email, it'd travel around the world more than 7 times in less than 1 second.
That is correct.
And that's fast.
The people of F&M Bank have been serving Tomah and the surrounding community for over 100 years. With 3 locations and a full suite of mobile services, we make doing business with us convenient and easy. Free bill pay, mobile app, remote deposit capture, even free person-to-person payments. We also have loan and savings options, along with a complete lineup of business banking and cash management options. F&M Bank, banking solutions from people you trust.
You're watching Lynxx 24, connecting you to the community.
Welcome back to Lynxx 24. Next week is National Library Week, and if you haven't stopped by your local library recently, we'd encourage you to do so. Libraries are a huge asset to our communities, and in honor of National Library Week, we are joined by Tomah's Library Director, Irma Keller, who's here to fill us in on the many things going on in addition to the many resources available at the Tomah Public Library. So welcome, Irma, and we've got the top dog. You're in charge of it all.
Yeah, I am. Thank you for having me.
Oh, absolutely. What's happening at National?
Well, National Library Week starts on April the 8th and it runs till the 14th. And every time you come to the library and you check something out, we're going to let you enter your name into drawing, and we're going to give away some amazing prize baskets. And we'll have some for babies and some for adults and some for elementary and then middle school and then high school.
Oh, so nice.
Yeah, just really nice things, books and books and books. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll be giving away. Yes. And in addition to that, we're also going to have cupcakes on Thursday, April the 12th. We'll start at 1 o'clock and we'll have cupcakes. So come on in. You can get a cupcake and walk around and maybe find some great books. One of the things that's going on for the children's, in the children's department for National Library Week is we're having a bake-off. So kids can come by April 8th. If you come, you can come and sign up, and you at home you bake 12 cupcakes and you decorate them, and then you bring them to the library on April 11th, and then they'll be tasted by the famous Mr. Dave, who is the children's librarian, and he has quite a fan club. Ooh. And he will taste them, and then we're going to sell them as a fundraiser to try to get some furnishings for our new baby area of the library.
Oh, you have a new baby area?
Well, we're working on the new baby area of the library, and we have had such a wonderful response. We have baby programming now, and we have that once a week, Wednesdays at 10 o'clock, and so we're trying to put one of the parts of our libraries specific to babies and kind of a baby-friendly area. So with the money that we make off of our bake sale, we're going to buy some baby toys and
that sounds
more
exciting.
Baby books. Yeah.
Well, you know, Irma, there's a perception out there that sometimes libraries aren't as relevant as they used to be. And just you mentioning that area, that sounds like you're really making things up.
Yeah, we're trying to make
with that perception that libraries aren't as relevant?
Well, I think that we're not seeing that at our library. We are so fortunate to have support not only from our community, but also from our city council, our city administrator. We have not, thankfully, had to struggle with funding the way that some other communities have. In fact, I was just speaking to the city administrator yesterday, and he said he believes that libraries are the heart of the community. And that's how I feel about our library. Our goal is to make everyone welcome. And hopefully when people do come to our library, they feel welcome. Nobody can convince me that libraries aren't relevant, and we try our best at the Tomah Library to make sure that when people come, not only are they welcome, but we help them to find what they're looking for.
Great. Is there anything else we missed for the National Library Week?
Oh my goodness.
There's more, right? I see like a teen movie night you've got going on, and you're wearing a button.
Yes, actually this button, we have a button maker at the Tomah Library, and one of our little patrons made this for me, and it says, "For my best friend."
Oh, on the rainbow. That's beautiful.
Yeah. So we do have button making programs occasionally at the library, and we already had one in April. So you'll have to check with us again to see when we're doing the next one. But we have a lot. We have Baby Palooza coming up April 12th. We have I Can Read with Mr. Dave. So children that can come in and read to Mr. Dave, and he will post their picture. Legos at the library. We have that going on too.
There's a lot going on.
Yeah.
And is the library have a website our viewers can go to?
Yes,
for more information?
TomahPublicLibrary.org. We're on Facebook, Tomah Public Library.
Great.
So join us there.
Thank you for joining us. It was great to have you.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, to find out more about the Tomah Library activities taking place there, visit the TomahPublicLibrary.org. And when we come back, Nick is going to be joined by some of the leading ladies in the Tomah Area Community Theater's upcoming production of the last roundup of the Guacamole Queens. Don't go anywhere.
My name is Ray Habelman, and I'm a fourth-generation cranberry grower. I love having Tomah Memorial so close to us. I had a really bad injury at work this fall. I put my hand somewhere where it should not have been. And I came to the emergency room here at Tomah Memorial Hospital, and I went right to the OR. And they did surgery on my hand, and then I started OT after that, and within 4 weeks, my hand was in really good shape again. Tomah Memorial offers quality orthopedic care for our community.
Because the health and well-being of your family are precious, you can trust Ravis Pharmacy to make your privacy our priority. At Ravis Pharmacy, your prescription consultations are both personal and discreet. Explain your medications and answer questions you may have. Ravis Pharmacy has a solid commitment to you and our local New Lisbon community. Ravis Pharmacy, the personal service you want with the professional staff you deserve.
I guess you could say I'm a purist. If you want a quality product, you have to source the best ingredients out there. Great coffee isn't just made, it's milked.
The secret to a good cup of coffee is our pasture-raised cows. Cows love grass, and we got a great blend for them. It has some earthy tones. There's a real grassiness to it. People have been using Organic Valley, half and half, to make the best cup of coffee for over 20 years. So it made sense that one day we'd open our own coffee shop in some hip neighborhood in New York City.
I just saw a girl carrying a ukulele. You can order organic half and half in 3 sizes. A little bit, a double, or a lotta. And you just have to add the coffee. It's over there.
Got a double for Gina? Do you have coffee?
It's the world's best coffee. Just add coffee. You'll find it in the dairy aisle.
You're watching Lynxx 24, connecting you to the community.
I'm pretty set now. Ready to go. Welcome back to Lynxx 24. The next production coming up at the Tomah Area Community Theater, ACT, stage, it starts 1 week from today on April 12th. I'm joined by the play's leading ladies who are here to fill us in on what the last roundup of the Guacamole Queens is all about. So listen, pay attention now. Okay, now, ladies, please introduce yourselves so that I don't mess around with your names. Okay.
Bridget Owens.
Bridget Owens.
Andrea Ducklow.
Hi, Andrea.
Samantha Kohl.
Samantha, thank you very much. Now, here I am on the 12th, and what's going to get me to break all my other plans and come out and see this play?
Well, hopefully you're looking for a good time, lots of laughs, great company, and ACT is definitely going to be the place to be to find all of that.
Yeah, but what about this play? What about guacamole?
Well, the reason it's called Last Roundup of the Guacamole Queens is that in our little town of Sweet Gum, Texas, they are tearing down our old high school. So we are putting on the final class reunion of all the graduating classes.
Oh.
And down there in Sweet Gum, our old high school was built on the site of an avocado grove. So instead of a homecoming game, they have the avocado bowl, and hence the Guacamole Queen.
Oh, for crying out loud. And this has been going on now apparently for a long time, and now it's going to get torn down.
Yes.
And that's what the play's about. I understand that this is the third in a series. Tell me about that.
Well, it started out with Red Velvet Cake Wars, and it was written by a particular set of playwrights. So they wrote Red Velvet Cake Wars, which we did, I want to say about 5-ish years ago or so. Then we did Rex's X's just like 2 years ago.
Now you're talking about the performances, because the books were written before that.
Correct. Oh, yeah. The plays were written before
Nicholas
that.
Hope is one of the guys, I know the name.
Right, right. And Jamie Wooten, yes.
Okay, so the first one was?
So it was Red Velvet Cake Wars.
Got it, okay.
And that's where the Verdine cousins were kind of...
Verdine cousins,
Verdine cousins, that's us.
Okay.
And then Rex's X's, which was the next one in the sequence.
Okay.
And then Last Roundup of the Guacamole Queens is the final one in the trilogy.
Right. Now, if viewers come to see this, they don't have to have seen the first two, do they?
No, they stand alone. They stand alone. The bonus is that if you have seen the other two, you'll get a little bit more of the humor on some of the inferences about some of the other characters.
A little more subtlety.
Right.
Yep.
But they stand alone.
Now,
absolutely.
have either one of you been in the other two performances?
We've been in all three, the same characters.
Really?
In
Okay.
all three.
Very
Yeah.
good.
And she was in the last one with us.
Oh, okay. So come on lately. Okay, gotcha.
Yep.
So what do you like most about this play?
I like that it's light and fun and just makes people laugh. I mean, there's physical comedy and there's just light comedy. And I think, to me, everybody has relatives that are kind of, you call it your family crazies. And the Verdine family definitely has its share of crazies.
And you guys in the play and in the books, you guys are event planners? Is that what it is?
Well, actually, we my character owns the Wide Bride, which is a bridal boutique for plus-size gals.
Okay.
And my cousins come to work with me. And, well, you have your own profession also.
I'm a mortuarial cosmetologist.
Oh, no, very good.
Yeah,
good. That's funny in itself.
Yes.
That's really great.
But throughout the course of Last Roundup of the Guacamole Queens, we are trying to become event planners. We want to move from just Wide Bride as a business to become the premier party planners in all of Texas.
So there's some kind of a subplot going on
Yes.
and all of that.
Oh, yeah.
And so, and then what about the Guacamole Queen herself? Is that
our own Gaynell here used to be a guacamole queen.
I am a former guacamole queen, along
your
with
character.
our,
That is right.
Yes, Gaynell Verdine, along with our
Aunt Lamerle.
Aunt Lamerle. We were both former guacamole queens. So there is a contest going on to see who will become the now and forever guacamole queen.
Oh,
and
very good.
it comes down to a 2-woman race between Gaynell.
How many
and
players?
Lamerle.
How many people are in the play?
12.
12 of you.
Yes.
Okay, that sounds like a lot. It sounds like an awful lot of fun.
It is a big cast with a lot of big characters.
Yeah, that sounds good. And for those who haven't read the books, you get a chance to go out and read the books. Okay, 1, 2, and 3. Thank you, ladies, for joining me today.
Thank
and
you for
Lynxx
having us.
24. That's great. I look forward to it. I hope I can get there.
A week from tonight.
A week from today. Well, you can catch the last roundup of the Guacamole Queens starting 1 week from today, as the ladies have been saying, on April 12th. At the Area Community Theater. For tickets, showtimes, and more, visit tomahact.com. And when we come back, we'll be filling you in on what's coming up in the community. Don't go anywhere. Nice day.
The people of F&M Bank have been serving Tomah and the surrounding community for over 100 years. With 3 locations and a full suite of mobile services, we make doing business with us convenient and easy. Free bill pay, mobile app, remote deposit capture, even free person-to-person payments. We also have loan and savings options, along with a complete lineup of business banking and cash management options. F&M Bank, banking solutions from people you trust.
Because the health and well-being of your family are precious, you can trust Ravis Pharmacy to make your privacy our priority. At Ravis Pharmacy, your prescription consultations are both personal and discreet. Explain your medications and answer questions you may have. Ravis Pharmacy has a solid commitment to you and our local New Lisbon community. Ravis Pharmacy, the personal service you want with the professional staff you deserve.
Hi, I'm Tim Benson at Rudig Jensen in New Lisbon, and I'm excited to talk to you today about the all-new 2017 Chrysler Pacifica. If you're looking for the ultimate family vehicle, the Chrysler Pacifica is the vehicle for you. This vehicle is awesome for the family that's on the move, that's involved with sports with the kids or traveling. It's capable of hauling a trailer or camper down the road. If you're looking for a new vehicle for your summer adventures, see me, Tim Benson, at Rudig Jensen in New Lisbon.
You're watching Lynxx 24, connecting you to the community. Welcome back to Lynxx 24. Here's a look at what's coming up in your community. The New Lisbon Chamber is holding a spring craft fair from 9 a.m. until 2 p.m. on April 7th at the New Lisbon schools. Vendors include Black Bear Fruit, Silver Star Health, and Usborne Books, in addition to crafters selling items from handmade doll clothes to candles, ornaments, and more.
Don't forget that the New Lisbon Area Chamber of Commerce is hosting a monthly bingo night the third Tuesday of each month. This month, bingo will take place on April 17th at the New Lisbon Fire Department. Doors open at 5:15 p.m., and game starts at 6 p.m. 9 games will be played during the evening, and cash prizes will be awarded to the winners. And finally,
Nick.
Finally, the Juneau County Farm Bureau will be hosting a cheese and wine tasting from 6:30 until 9:30 p.m. on April 14th at the Chaparral Restaurant in Waniwak. Cost is $10 per person and includes hors d'oeuvres, cheese, and wine, or as we say, vino or vino. Okay.
Or just wine. Just say the wine.
Yeah, that's right. Viewers have got to be watching every week to catch some of these things.
I know. Well, we know, Nick, we're not perfect, but...
Oh, absolutely, yes. Right.
Well, anyways, but I thought that play, the Guacamole Queen sounds fabulous.
Those ladies,
that sounds like...
They exude the fun of that show.
Yeah, you can just feel their funness in the interview.
Yeah, what a great way to break into real spring. Hope the weather changes.
Right, and we want to make sure our viewers get out to their libraries for National Library Week.
For sure. Yeah,
absolutely important.
And help New Lisbon Library people move their books.
Right. So volunteer for your library. That's right. Well, thank you to Irma Keller, Bridget Owens, and Andrea Ducklow, and Samantha Comey for joining us this week. Thank you to our sponsors, our YouTube viewers, and all of you at home for tuning in to Lynxx 24. Nick?
Where we are connecting you to the community.